Hey there, my name's Will, and I'm here with my friend Joe. Joe, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and the channel?
Hey Will, how's it going?
Let's go, great.
Yeah, James Joe. I'm a community organizer. I'm a wonderful person as well. People say I'm funny, and today we're starting a channel specifically not just for gaming. Lots of gaming channels out there, but we were thinking, hey, how many gaming channels are talking about the issues, are come with a progressive or left perspective, and people that you share your values, and we're thinking we need to create a bigger space on that for YouTube. So we're gonna play one of my absolute favorite games. And Will apparently doesn't agree, but Pokemon Diamond. I put about I gotta say over 700 or 800 hours into Pokemon Diamond. It was like a huge chunk of my childhood for years. So very excited.
This is definitely not one of my absolute favorite games. I have to distinguish myself there from Joe. It is a good game ultimately. I just don't think it's the best Pokemon's put out. It's definitely not in my like top 3, even top 5 games, I would say. Platinum's a lot better, but we deliberately chose Diamond here so that we could really experience raw Sinnoh energy. Um, so yeah, we're excited about starting this channel, I should say, as well as this challenge, because this is not an ordinary Pokemon Diamond Let's Play. It's actually going to be something of a co-op Nuzlocke where, I'll be controlling the game, but Joe will be offering a lot of advice and input as we go through. It's a randomizer. I'll get more into the randomization settings a bit later. And it's also a bit of a hardcore Nuzlocke. We're not going to be playing on Switch mode. We're not babies here. Like Joe said, he's put in hundreds of hours into this game. I put in a few hundred myself, and we're ready to really make some
I
intense
did
gameplay.
I did use an action replay though, and
Oh,
I did get a bunch of rare candies and level up all my Pokemon to level 100.
oh,
That was after I beat the game, but just full disclosure, I didn't play to be a pro. It was
so I see.
2007, so I was like, what, 10 years old? I mean,
I actually did get an action replay myself eventually, but I used it. All I did was like I did very little with it. The one thing I remember doing is this was like long after I completed my first playthrough. I started up a new playthrough where every Pokemon, like Trainer and Wild, was shiny, just to like see what it was like. And the animations are so long because Gen 4 animations are already so long that it actually was not even that fun, despite every Pokemon being in its shiny variant. So
there you go.
yeah.
All right,
Well,
let's get it started up
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Uh,
I'm starting it up. Da 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 da. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't wait. This again,
But this
this is my
sounds
first time actually reliving the story of this game
really.
in a decade, but
It's interesting.
maybe less than a
I
decade.
think I'm a little more experienced than you. I've replayed virtually every Pokemon game at least a few times in like Nuzlocke challenges, but I'm
Okay.
excited for you to re-experience it with hopefully without too much rose-tinted glasses.
Yeah, the only competitive. I mean, I've done like building a competitive team and I'm playing online. I love a good Scizor, what is it, bullet punch combo or whatever.
Technician, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Um,
for sure,
but
for sure.
I haven't actually done a run through on Nuzlocke.
Mm. Yeah,
So
I think I exposed it to you a little bit a long time ago, and we
yeah,
did a little like pseudo playthrough together, but we didn't finish it.
right.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
hopefully this will get your on your feet wet. It's gonna be exciting for you and the audience. I'm just gonna go ahead and call myself Will. Just keep
Wow,
it
that's pretty original.
restrictive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
Um, yeah. So I mean, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, they announced some remakes. Shining Diamond, is it?
No,
Illustrious.
that's the localized name of Crazy Diamond you're thinking of. It's
um,
Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
there you go.
Yeah.
Brilliant Diamond, which I'm excited for. I know you weren't looking too fondly upon the chibi art style.
No, I was a bit disappointed. Even though I didn't like Gen 4 that much, well, I don't know about when I first played it, but even though in hindsight I don't like Gen 4 that much, I was really hoping that the remakes would be a way for me to experience the game in a new light, right? And unfortunately, that's just not what it looks like they're going for. It looks like they're going for a very faithful aesthetic and perhaps even like gameplay. And I was hoping for a little bit more of a shakeup, if I'm honest.
As long as they keep the underground, you know. It's gonna be...
They already showed the underground, so that does seem to be there. Yeah, as I recall from the trailer.
I'm really excited. Now I get to root for the opponent, Gary guy.
Barry, yeah.
Barry.
Yeah, Barry. He's fine. He's a fine character. He's kind of meh. He's more interesting in Platinum because he has more of like a backstory there. Like his dad is a frontier brain and stuff, and you get to see that sort of evolve over the game.
Paul from the Pokemon anime, though. Now that's a character.
True. Yeah, I think the Diamond and Pearl anime is much. Oh, I forgot. I actually have to press the button there. I think that's much stronger than the game story itself, although perhaps still not amazing.
Kind of not knowing how this Nuzlocke is set up, so our starter is also going to be randomized?
Yeah, so I'm going to get into these settings a little bit first. Let me just quickly change the text speed. Oh, phew. Make it set. So yeah, there's also going to be no item use in battle in addition to playing on set mode. Now you might... So, in my opinion, randomizers tend to be slightly easier if you play on like the most basic Nuzlocke settings. Like if you just... you play on shift, you allow as many items as you want. I think randomizers are a little easier than normal Nuzlocks in general, unless you get very unlucky. But I think that if you play a hardcore Nuzlocke where you're playing on set and you have no items and such, then they start to become much more difficult even than like a vanilla Pokemon game. But hopefully we'll make it through. I don't know. Otherwise, there's no potion in this PC.
Yeah, you can't be clicking on everything this time around.
Yeah. As for the randomization settings, we will be randomizing the starters. We've randomized wild Pokemon. We've randomized trainer Pokemon. We've randomized field items, because otherwise we'd get a bunch of like potions and stuff that we can't use, and I figured make it a little more exciting. And I think that's about it. I didn't randomize like TMs and abilities and stuff, or moves. I kept everything like vanilla for Gen 4. I didn't update moves or stats to like Gen 6 or whatever. I did give every... do I have to go to Joe's house first? Yeah.
Oh, it's me. All right. Thud.
Are you gonna voice yourself?
Yeah, why not?
Oh.
What was that about? Oh, hey, Will. Oh, I'm just gonna play myself interacting with you. Hey, I'm going to the lake. You come too, and be quick about it. Okay, I don't think I'd say that. I'm finding you. Okay, I would say this. I'm finding you 1 million if you're late.
You probably would say that.
Oh, geez, forgot something. Oh, I'd be out of breath at this point.
So the one additional thing that I've added is every important trainer, every boss trainer has a team of 6 Pokemon. Just to make things a little trickier for ourselves. Oh yeah, we're also playing with level limits based on each gym leader so that we can't overgrind.
I do not remember any of this dialogue. Obviously, it was many years ago, but...
Sorry, the fact that he threw that.
He goes up. No, it's okay. He goes up. He says, "I'm gonna find you $1 million." You meet him back upstairs at his house, and then he says, "I'm gonna find you $10 million." So very creative writing. Oh, the red Gyarados though, looming over this story, best thing.
Except that there's no payoff for it other than like the announcement of Gen 2 remakes outside of the game's universe.
No, don't you catch the red Gyarados though?
No, not in this game. It's just the impetus for the story because Joe or Barry comes up and says, like, "Oh, I bet our lake has like a cool."
What is the game where they feed you the red Gyarados then?
That's Gold and Silver Crystal.
Oh, okay.
Gold and Silver. They just reference it here. Like, there's so many Gen 2 references in this game because they were planning on remaking Gold and Silver. Like, a lot of people theorized they were going to based on how many references there were, and then they did.
There you go. What's going on? Is that a Pokemon?
This is the
Professor.
fast text speed, by the way.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, this is the professor.
Yeah,
He's talking.
yeah. The professor's speaking with Dawn.
Dawn, best character. Best character.
She isn't even really a character in this game, unfortunately.
She probably doesn't have agency, but
She basically like you interact with her a few times. Like you fight galactic runs with her a couple times. She teaches you how to catch Pokemon. That's about it.
last pass, please. So formal. I also love that it's a very small town. They're talking like they don't all know each other already.
Well, technically they're from Sand Gem Town, which is like a 5-minute walk away from your town, and like you have to go through Sand Gem to get anywhere else. So you would think that you know each other, yeah.
It would just be very isolated.
It's kind of an abstraction, I think, of towns in this game.
We won't be in there long enough for a wild Pokemon.
Very intelligent.
That's not true. You
Yeah.
can step two steps. A briefcase? Those people forgot it here. What are we supposed to do with it?
Fast.
You can try to deliver it. But who are they? This is not very fast. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Wow! What's going on?
All right, here it is.
All right. Okay, this is exciting. Now, I don't know how your methodology was going to be, like just picking the best Pokemon of the three.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is a hard challenge I've set out for us, so I am going to be trying to play as scummily as possible. Pichu, that's trash. Dragonite is pretty good.
Dragonite.
Ekans is trash.
Hey, Dragonite is great.
I think we have to pick Dragonite. So the one problem with Dragonite is I don't think its moveset is going to be very good, and it's going to take a long time to level up. Pichu has like an okay moveset. Like it has Charm and Thunder Wave, I think, pretty early, and maybe even Nasty Plot, though that might be in a later game. The thing is, it's just very weak, obviously, until that point, and it could easily get clapped by things. I'm going to play with the rule set that the Nuzlocke doesn't start until you get Pokeballs, just so that if we die here, the Nuzlocke isn't over. But I think the clear choice is going to be Dragonite.
All right, sounds good. Ooh,
So,
exciting.
yeah.
Dragonite is one of my favorite Pokemon. Just
Oh, yeah?
aesthetically. I love the big, jolly fantasy dragon.
That's alright. Female
oh.
Dragonite here. Oh, it does have Thunder Wave as well.
Hey,
Right? So that's a very strong move to have early on. Twister's alright. Let's check out... Oh, we can't actually see its summary yet. Okay.
I can learn, and I can learn like all the TMs. So.
Oh
it's
yeah,
very
oh
exciting.
yeah. It can get like Thunder, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, all kinds of different things. Oh nice, we already got the flinch.
So, I had a dream last night, and I don't often remember my dreams. But this is pretty random. But I had a candy store, and I had all these old candies from my childhood, which is very strange because I don't think there were candies in my childhood, like specifically that were different than today's candies. And I woke up with like tears of joy. And I just thought, like, my mind is creating all this absolutely brilliant content for me to enjoy. You know, like I tasted the candy, and you know, so if we pick up a rare candy, you'll know that was all me.
Okay, looking forward to that. Nice tangent. So let me just. Can I see my Pokemon yet? Yeah. So let's take a look at this Dragonite. So it's met at Lake Verity. So I count this encounter as an encounter for the Verity Lakefront, basically, as opposed to like a free starter encounter or like a Sand Gem Town encounter, which is where you're officially given it to keep. So yeah, to keep things a little tougher, it's gonna count as our encounter for that lake area.
So you're just giving us an extra challenge of not being able to catch a Pokemon in the starting area.
Well, in one of those areas, yeah. So Adamant, if I'm remembering correctly, is actually pretty good nature for Dragonite. I'm gonna be honest. I don't always remember every single nature off the top of my head, what it does. But yeah, Adamant increases attack and decreases special attack. Which is probably going to be pretty good in the end for our Dragonite. If you look at its stats there, it's got a much higher attack stat. Not that its special attack stat is weak or anything, but yeah. Inner focus, pretty good. Means it can never flinch. It's a good thing to keep in mind. Unfortunately, Twister is special for now. It's probably going to be a while before we learn anything else, but yeah, that's not bad at all. I think I'm pretty happy with that.
All right. And I'm just following you around, it looks like.
Yeah, for the time being.
I don't remember. Is this guy kind of a rude dude?
Who, Rowan?
Brian? No, sorry. What's his name? Joe. Kevin? Joe, but I'm trying to... Barry.
Yeah. He's I don't know. I wouldn't say he's rude so much as he is just, like, very hyper, which can come across as rude, maybe.
Because in my for some reason in my head I remembered him as like a bully, but then we're playing this and he's not.
He's not a bully for sure. He's not a bully. He's a friend. He's just like one of those friends that, like, you know, he's got a strong personality. That's all.
I like a good rival that, you know, feels like he would be hazing you in real life, you know.
Yeah, that's more like, you know, Gary, Silver. Maybe Charon a little bit from Black and White. Maybe Hugh, but not really for those two. Those two are a bit more friendly.
These new rivals are all just like, let's be friends and play Pokemon together. And
not quite. I think that's an oversimplification of the rivals. There have definitely been a lot more friendly rivals since the early days, but I think that that's sort of a disservice to characters like Charon, and if you count him as a rival, and the whole like, oh yeah, let's be friendly, friend rivals.
So we get encounter. Oh, we don't get.
No, we don't have Pokeballs yet, so there's no real point other than to grind up Dragonite for no reason.
Okay.
So have you given any thought to the nickname for our Dragonite just yet, our female Dragonite?
Oh shoot! Wait. Were we supposed to have named it already, though?
No, you don't get the chance to name it until very shortly.
All right. That's a really important question. I think we talked about a little about, like, let's be naming our characters after U.S. elected officials and or people.
Look, we got the rare text where he says you made your Pokemon evolve already, because you can do that if you just grind up on like Rat 101 a bunch, but obviously we just haven't evolved Pokemon.
He's like, oh, I wasn't expecting this.
But yeah, so I think...
But, you know, we need someone who's kind of fat and jolly. You know, that's my thought. Whoa. What? I'm just saying, as a fat and jolly person myself, who
are you going to throw under the bus as like a fat politician over here?
Well, more emphasis on jolly. What if we call him Reverse Bernie?
What?
It's a play on the fact that everyone thinks Bernie is some angry old dude.
I don't know though. Like, I think if we have like a female Dragonite, we should name them after a female politician.
I forgot. It's a.
And also, Bernie's not fat at all.
Well, no. But...
All right. But let's think of somebody like. Somebody who's got like a bit of a regal aesthetic to them, maybe almost, you know, like a powerful presence, I would think would be appropriate.
Okay.
Got any ideas there?
Kamala.
Yeah, sure, yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Let's just go with the first person we think of. Let's not spend too long.
Yeah. And then we'll just prosecute all the
opposing Pokemon, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just throw them all in jail, criminalize sex work. You know, I'm pretty happy with that nickname. Yeah.
I mean, it's Pokemon. Gotta keep it innocent, you know.
Mm-hmm. This video is already demonetized. Not that we can monetize our videos yet, but if we could, they would.
But if you want us to be able to monetize our videos, give a like and subscribe.
It's because I said the word sex. It's over.
Yeah. Damn. Oh, ooh, I swore.
Oh, slow down there. Yeah.
Oh, he's like, there's something I want you to do for me.
Yep, it's Pokedex time. Good answer. Record data on all the politicians for him. He must be like a Russian informant or something.
Right, yeah. He's like Borat, and this is the young woman that's with him.
We're Borat?
Um,
I'm Borat?
no.
Oh, he's Borat.
He's Borat.
Okay.
No, but it sounds like he's doing either opposition research or international intelligence, espionage. So I see no reason not to comply with his very strange request to send a child across the world to gather all this information.
You know what? I suspect that this game alone is going to make me like Kamala more than Kamala ever could.
Well, unless we kill her off right away.
So okay, I gotta come out and say it. Already, Gen 4 is not off to a very strong start. It's so slow, and the tutorials are equally slow.
I am agreeing that the early pacing is bad, but it's trying to get new people who are. The DS was a really popular system. You have so many first timers.
Yeah, Gen 3 was not as popular. It's true as the first two generations. I'll concede that point.
And you got so many first timers because of the DS being the most popular platform. And
here's our first item.
Yeah, you just gotta teach them like.
Nice.
You gotta teach everyone like, hey, this is a shop, and if you couldn't tell by the signage, look for the blue room.
Yeah. By the way, I did randomize Pokemart's like secondary inventories. So if there is we can buy Pokeballs now, but we don't. Do we have them yet? Let me check because I don't actually remember.
If we get that Premier Ball.
No.
That was when I first started getting those. That was so exciting.
Really?
I didn't know like what triggered getting a Premier Ball. So I was triggered, but but it was very exciting to. It does nothing, but aesthetically, I think it's a much better value.
Which game added the Premier Ball? Do you know?
No, of course I don't.
All right, it was Gen 3 actually. Ruby and Sapphire.
Is that your way of expressing that you enjoy Gen 3?
It's Gen 3 superiority, is all I'm saying, yeah. This is something that, I mean, from a story perspective makes sense, but because the game is so slow, it's actually quite painful. They make you, after that tutorial, run back here to talk to your mom, so she can give you the journey and journal and talk to you about it. And then you have to run back and get the catching tutorial.
It's your mother, dear.
Oh, yeah, this happens too. You have to give.
Wait, is this the opposing mother? Oh my god, it's a rival mom.
Yeah, it's your mom. Joe Mama, even. Yeah.
Joe Mama, yeah. She's competing for your affections.
You think so?
As a mother figure, yeah.
I mean, she is giving us a parcel that secretly has 2 town maps in it. Spoiler alert. So that you actually get one as well.
Yeah, well, there you go.
The first rival fight is actually somewhat delayed in this game, which is interesting. I think you have it much sooner in Platinum. Like, you fight each other right away, because, like, I think Rowan asks you to fight your rival right away. But, yeah, you don't actually fight your rival until after Jubilife here. So here's something we might be able to get on this.
Hey! Kabuto.
Kabuto is a pretty solid Pokemon, I would say. Do I think this thing could kill me with, like, Rock Throw? No.
I don't think so. Will you just OHKO this thing, though?
No.
Ooh, okay. Hey! Underwave it! No!
I'm not catching it. We don't have Pokeballs yet.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, we had the option to buy Pokeballs, but I deliberately didn't. I wanted to postpone that until after we got our free Pokeballs. Oh, this game is so slow. Like, I'm used to playing Gen 5. Like, I played a lot of Gen 5 recently, and some Gen 3 as well for Nuzlocking, and I tend to avoid Gen 4. It's for this. Okay, I'm gonna try not to complain about it as much, because I know there's probably a lot of Gen 4 fanatics who are gonna watch this. And
I mean, I'll tell you all the good things about Gen 4.
Okay,
right?
yeah. Give me a good thing.
This is some really amazing stuff. this is where Nintendo Online, or I guess what was it called at the time?
It's gonna be like a 2-minute cutscene, so you've got lots of time to tell me about it. Go ahead.
When they started their internet services, and so you had the Wi-Fi, Nintendo Wi-Fi, right? And you got online, and you could see like everybody had like every kind of Pokemon. I mean, obviously a lot of them were hacked in, but there was a new level of connectivity with other players. You could simultaneously run around with a friend in the underground and battle with them. You could hook up your game to Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii and play against someone with your Pokemon in 3D. That was huge for me. And I just think, you know, the level of ways in which this game integrated with different platforms and with like ways to connect with friends, right? I think it was, you know, it was huge for Pokemon, and it's why people love Pokemon to begin with, right? It's like a lot of people, it's connecting and trading and battling with friends, and this game took that to obviously a huge scale with the online. Yeah, so I think, you know, it's objectively the best game, but also I really liked once I got that action replay and I started unlocking all the areas that were like region locked, like getting Darkrai and Arceus, and like going into their areas and climbing like the stairway to heaven or whatever.
Spear pillar, yeah.
Yeah. Well, like,
you actually couldn't do that without the action replay, yeah, which is unfortunate.
Right.
Like, because Arceus's event was never distributed, at least not in the West, which is really sad. You never got the Azure Flute in the West.
So exactly. So you could trigger that event with the action replay, which was the most satisfying thing. It's like end of my Pokemon journey. I finally get to capture Pokemon God. And it's very exciting stuff. And the Darkrai stuff is kind of like actually scary.
Yeah, I remember.
It's very creepy.
In Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, they have like a really cool Darkrai area as well, like this haunted mansion. It's quite creepy. Well, yeah, we're gonna get our first encounter now here.
All right, this is very exciting.
Yeah, Kamala's here to lock him up in a Pokeball. And let's see what we got.
Let's get a run-ending explosion.
Just another
another
Kabuto. So I'm actually not going to twister it all here, even though I know it won't kill, because if it crits, it will kill. I'm just going to go for a Thunder Wave.
I think we can afford it. Aren't fossil Pokemon? Don't they have like pretty low catch rates?
I think it's like 45, like the same as the starters. But we have like guaranteed paralysis. If we really need to, we can wrap. That should be safe. I think I'm gonna play it safe though.
All right.
It might take a few more Pokeballs, but I just think that like something that's not often appreciated is that if you fail an encounter, it's like you just killed, like you lost a Pokemon. It's the same thing virtually.
Yeah.
With that defense raise, I'm actually gonna go for a wrap here to get some damage over time. So it's very important that you don't waste your encounters like that.
I see. Always bringing in the high-low strategy.
For sure.
Can I be in the presence of this professional Nuzlocker, you know?
I would not go that far, but I am very flattered nonetheless.
You are a bit of a. You do your own tournaments though. You play tournaments.
It's not like Nuzlocking tournaments though. It's just like I've played in a couple of casual showdown tournaments as well, and I haven't done like amazingly in most of them. So I'm somebody who's like engaged with the more competitive side of Pokemon a bit. Tend to prefer Nuzlocke challenges to that. But I think I'm decent at these games, but neither of us are pros. So we're likely going to make a lot of mistakes. You'll have plenty of things to complain about in the comments if that's what you're into.
I mean, I'll already be complaining that you didn't just twist her right off the bat.
Yeah,
so.
and crit and kill this thing right away.
What are the odds?
1 in... What was it? 1 in 16? No, maybe it's 1 in 20. It's like a 6.25% chance. It's like if I believe is the base crit rate in this game. Which is like a little higher than 1 in 20.
This Kabuto is getting hard.
Oh, it is indeed.
It's,
on the off chance we successfully catch this thing, what do you think we should name it?
Oh, well, so it's dark. It's kind of slimy.
Yeah.
It's hiding away.
It's hiding its true form with like these fake eyes on top, but the real eyes beneath.
Oh,
it's very defensive.
Marco Rubio.
Oh, you think so? You think this is a Rubio? I kind of like a Rubio.
Or John Kasich.
Oh, Kasich?
Yeah,
I kind of like Kasich because it's like Kabuto Kasich has a bit of synergy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be a good one. Plus, I feel like his evolution. He looks like John Kasich on a TV interview.
You think so? Of the sights out?
Yeah, you can imagine it.
I can't imagine John Kasich being anywhere near that physically threatening. Threatening in another sense, maybe.
He's actually quite, Kabutos is quite bony, and he's just holding a weapon, right? So this is like John Kasich nervously holding a couple knives.
A gun or a few knives. Yeah. He's just taking like some kitchen knives out.
Butcher knives. Yeah.
It's like Don Lemon's like, Governor Kasich, is something the matter? And he's like just rubbing them together. Just keeping prepared, Don.
I have to defend Ohio.
Yeah.
We're gonna run out of balls here.
I think we're gonna catch this thing. I'm pretty confident we will.
Oh! Hey! Good
nice.
timing.
Now, Kabuto, I think, is a pretty good Pokemon, actually. It's got a pretty solid typing. Yeah, it's got the quad weakness to grass, but rock types are generally pretty strong, as are water types. So, I don't think it's bad at all.
Yeah, good rock slide. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I think it should get rock to him before too long, at least, which is a nice speed control kind of move. If it has shell armor or battle armor or whatever, that actually means it's immune to crits, so you don't actually have to worry about crits ever when using it. So let's take a little look at him. He's impish, which I don't remember.
Sturdy. I feel like sturdy. You want that? Impish
it's actually not the sturdy body is not the the ability sturdy, and also sturdy is not good in this game because it hasn't been buffed yet. That's in Gen 5.
Okay.
I think that just means like sturdy body of that thing indicates its highest IV, I want to say, or maybe just like its. Yeah, I think it's its highest IV, and I think sturdy body is defense, which is good. You want this thing to have a high defense IV.
Yeah.
Battle armor, yeah, protected against crits.
Hey.
For now.
That's
it's not bad at all. Yeah.
That will prevent a run ender somewhere.
Hopefully.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it just lagged on my screen.
Oh.
Well, I think this is a good time to cut off for the first episode.
Yeah, I think we got all the intro stuff we wanted to out of the way. Do you have any parting messages you want to leave the audience with before we head up and get our next encounter on the next episode?
Yeah, look forward to the next episode, but also like this video and subscribe if you're like us and you're kind of interested in seeing a community like this develop. Really, we think it has a place on YouTube, and we'd love to keep playing different games. Something we do already for fun, but for your entertainment. All right, let's move on to the next one.
All right, see you guys later.